Under the glitz and glam of the neon lights, there's a darkness few people ever see.
Hundreds of miles of storm drains connect the city, meant to protect our valley from flash floods.
After a couple of heavy rains recently, one man went into the tunnels to help hundreds of homeless people who live inside.
And he invited Fox 5's Tiana Bonner to join him.
Running under the Las Vegas Strip, there are 600 miles of tunnels.
The water, this is just from 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
These storm channels have become people's homes.
It took everything we had again, which I live in a train. What do you expect?
Tommy is talking about Mother Nature.
The rain, the last rain, it flooded deeper in here than I've ever seen it. And the rain came down, and I mean, it came down hard. It was pretty high. It was high. You can never get comfortable here.
You know, when the water first comes through, you got the debris. Not the water I'm scared of, but it's the debris, because I get hit by something, you're going to go down. I mean, water is fierce.
After every big storm, these people's homes get washed out.
But it's part of life living down here. I really try to keep track of the weather, and, you know, I'm usually the one telling everybody, you know it's going to rain.
This is what we look forward to after the rains.
And then they have to start all over again.
You gotta take baby steps, you know, get your ID, because we lost everything in the flood again.
My husband made these walls up right here.
Rusty showed us her home.
They come in and they steal whatever they can from this place.
Other homeless people.
Yeah, and they're homeless people, and they think I have so much.
When we first met her, she just finished trying to make pancakes on their makeshift stove.
It's rough. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
Rusty says she and her husband had to fight for a spot in the tunnels.
I mean, it's just a battle.
And theirs isn't even the biggest one.
You go down 6, you go all the way down and all the way around the corner like that, and then there's a side tunnel.
The reason you can see everything in here right now is because we brought our own lights. But once you turn those off, this is what it looks like for the people who live in here every day.
But you can't see much of nothing because it's black. But you have to have light. If you don't, you're in trouble and you get lost. So
they know this is not an amazing space or an ideal life.
My wife really wants out of the tunnels. It's weird because you don't want to spend one night down here, and then next thing you know, it's 5 years later.
What the tunnels lack most: privacy and security.
You have to sleep with one eye open sometimes, all the time really, but you kind of get used to it, which is a sad thing.
You know, I don't got no locks for my doors, my front and my back. I don't got locks, so I can't lock the door. Excuse me, I'm busy. Oh, right, wouldn't you be good?
Rusty and her husband sleep during the day.
But this is our bed. We have to find more cushions like this for our bed.
Then later in the afternoon, they walk through the drains to get to the Strip, where they spend their day panhandling.
We go down and under because it's so hot.
Some days they can get around $100 in handouts.
We like Dr. Pepper.
And while they've built a sense of community, it's still a matter of survival.
People die in these tunnels all the time. If it's not from Mother Nature, it's from human nature.
In 18 years or 20 years I've been down here, is the worst right now with thieves. It really is. And we have no council or anything. We are probably the most unorganized humbums I know.
I'll get you on the way back. Hang on around here, okay?
Robert Hoey, known as Fox down here, stops by to check on the tunnel dwellers.
We actually started years and years and years and years and years ago. We just came down here because we thought it looked interesting.
So interesting, Robert started a nonprofit, Shadows of Hope.
You know, it's just you treat them like human beings and you treat them the same way that you want to be treated, and it opens up all kinds of doors.
A combat medic, he brings down bottled water, food, toiletries, and clean syringes.
Is there anybody down there?
Nobody lives in there.
33% of the people who live here, unfortunately right now, are suffering from hepatitis B or hepatitis C. Okay, HIV is about 20%, you know, things like that. And since we've been doing this kind of program, we've seen those numbers drop by about 4 to 7%.
Drugs are what landed most of these people down here. But some told us they're finally working to get clean and get out.
I want to get out of here. I don't want to live this life anymore. I can't take it.
We're gonna get out of here, though. We're gonna get out of here. It's not gonna be long now.
Tiana Bonner, Fox 5 News, Local, Las Vegas.